excited to chat with my other amazing co-star, Stephen Huszar in the Jane Mysteries, A Deadly Prescription, Murder at Mosby, and Too Much to Lose. It is now available to stream on Hallmark Plus. By Corey. Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Corey. Oh my God. Just like that. Jodie, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Yeah.
Good.
I'm excited to see these mysteries that are unraveling slowly here.
Oh, people are very, very excited. They are, September 10th, A Deadly Prescription came out. I know people are loving that. I've already gotten several texts and comments from people who are really into the movie. Now, we have a couple of questions that Hallmark Plus sent our way for us to answer. So shall we go ahead and get started?
Let's dive in.
All right.
Let's go. All right.
So, first question we have Jane and Detective John are back as they continue to work together to solve cases for her uncle's organization, the Foundation for Righting Wrongs. Now, can we share where we last left off?
Well, I was on a drum set and you were singing.
That's true. Yeah, we left you on a drum set and you've been there ever since.
I've been there ever since. I can't stop drumming. It's been great. Yes. I'm in my rhythm. That's where we were. Yeah, we're on stage, I believe, and now we are diving right into a new mystery.
Yeah. We left us at Jane had come back finally to deal with. Jane had come back. She'd taken over the detective agency, and you and I have not quite decided how we're working together yet. I feel
that's true.
We're you're not quite sure that I have what it takes yet.
Not quite sure. I mean, you are starting to prove yourself. Certainly your singing skills are on par, but I'm not 100% sure about your detective skills. So we are certainly keeping an eye on you. All eyes are on Jane.
Exactly. And the next 3 movies, hopefully, I will prove you wrong.
Well, I really hope so. We'll see, though. I'm a tough nut to crack, though. You got to be on your game.
It's true.
Jane's got to be on her game.
It's true, but I will say I think these next 3 movies, people will find that Jane and Detective John work very well together, and they are one good team at finding and cracking these cases.
Yeah, I feel like not giving away too much, but I do feel like we get into a bit of a groove here, and you do surprise me on many skills I didn't know you had. And there's a reason you were brought back to the agency to lead it. So I think things may turn out for the better for us all. Yeah.
Indeed.
Indeed. Now, do we want to talk? How about I'll ask another question from our fans here. Why don't we keep going a little bit? Our characters encounter a few more mysteries of the Foundation. Yes, they do. Without giving away too much, tell us more about the 3 new cases they are assigned to. Do you want to start with one and I'll talk about another?
Sure. So first up, we have A Deadly Prescription, which I believe has premiered on September 10th on Hallmark Plus. And this is a case about a wrongfully convicted teenager. And I absolutely loved the script for this. It's about a case that has seemingly been solved, but some new evidence comes to light. And Jane, of course, is very interested in finding out the truth and making sure that the right person is convicted. So you'll have to tune in for this one because it's a really impactful story about a young person who had been wrongfully convicted of something, had admitted to something that they didn't do. And it really talks about looking at the justice system and that sometimes we need to go back and be able to relook at things with fresh eyes. And I love that about Jane, that she really does that. And then
absolutely. And then the Murder at Mosby.
Yes.
Quite an interesting one. Now this one's really unique because an old friend of yours come back after 15 years, just shows up on your doorstep. Interesting. And he has he saw an old picture that he was looking through some of his old Polaroids, and that brought back a memory that he had. He remembers seeing a masked figure loading something into a car. Very suspicious. And so I think there's a little more than just friendship going on between you and this person, but we're going to have to find out.
Well, there's always, everyone has pasts.
Right, there's pasts. Exactly.
Everyone has pasts. Okay, so Jane has lived a full life. But Mosby is her alma mater, and this friend of hers. He still works there, and so that is why he's bringing Jane back in on the case. But the thing that was really fun about this was that we got to kind of mold it around Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes.
This was like we really leaned into the creepy, spooky sort of Halloween fall vibe of all of this. I got to be thrown into a trunk, perhaps, maybe. I don't know.
Perhaps, maybe.
Things happen. All I'm saying is it gets a little wild. There's a lot of fun. Edgar Allan Poe. It's a little spooky. It's a little creepy. It's perfect for your like mid-September getting ready for Halloween watching.
Absolutely. You're never gonna know what's coming up, and yes, there's gonna be some spooks to this one.
And we may find out some very important information in that one in regards to Jane and her mother.
We may. We just may. But who knows? You have to watch.
You have to watch. Just saying.
Yeah, just saying. So that's the second. Now that's airing on the 20.
That's the 18th, I think. Murder at Mosby, and then the 26th. Too much to lose, right?
Too much to lose. Yes. Oh my gosh. So much to lose. Too much to lose. This is where, you really step out of, I think you step way too far out of your comfort zone on this one. I mean, you just go all out, and I'm getting a little concerned about you on this one. But there's, the base story of this, there's a journalist who has a squeaky clean reputation, but also is exposing she's exposing fraudulent cases, and we think that perhaps maybe someone nicked her because of this truth that she's talking about here. So it's quite a lot of twists and turns in this one.
Yes, indeed. So too much to lose. Obviously, there's also some fun casino moments involved. That was the casino scene with some fantastic music written by Steph Copeland, by the way, that I got to perform. So always very fun. But yeah, we've got some really fun, interesting stories coming up with things from Jane's past and what might be happening in Jane's future.
Absolutely. And the locations you're going to love. You're going to love the poker games. You're going to love the whodunit, what's going on. Yes, it's a lot of intrigue.
Exactly. And as Jane, and I always do this, Jane, Jingleheimer Schmidt, as Jane and Detective John team up again, they use their unique talents to help narrow down the suspects. How would you say their working relationship has evolved with each case they take on? I would say...
What'd you say? Yeah.
I would say that Detective John trusts me just a little bit more each time.
Just a little bit more. Yeah.
But you're also a little bit more worried about me doing something dumb. Because Jane is nothing from no one. This
is true. You go blazing ahead, changing your personalities, going into it, going in the thick of things. I'm starting to care about you more, though, I think, and this is probably what's putting me a little bit on my heels, we're starting to see some really interesting tension between our characters, so to speak. That's maybe just beyond just the normal business and detecting that we're doing.
Indeed. There's some flirtation. There may be some possible talk of a first date, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Possibly. We seem to pull those first dates out a few times.
That's true.
Sure.
Well,
when was the first?
We can't give the audience the answers too soon. But I'd say, their working relationship, they're getting to know each other a little bit more. They're trusting each other a little bit more. And they're becoming friends. And I think there's a genuine respect there. And it's maybe building into a little bit more.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of mutual respect. I think that's a really good way to put it, for sure.
Indeed.
Oh, more questions. Sorry. Let me go back. What else do we have here, Jodie? How about this one? Viewers are excited to see you star in the upcoming Fall Into Love movie, The Harris and Handyman. Oh, whoa, boy. Are there any similarities or differences between Jane and June?
I mean, other than the fact that one letter really sets them apart.
That's it.
And let me tell you, when I started shooting this June movie, The Heiress and the Handyman, playing June, I'd recently come off of Jane, and I couldn't keep it straight. Marco was calling me Jane, who was our director. It was Jane, June, Jodie.
A lot of confusion, a lot of J's, right?
But I would say the similarities between Jane and June, they are both incredibly determined women, and they're willing to put in some work, to put in the hard work, and to maybe do things that people, might underestimate them a little bit and think that they're not quite capable. I think Jane and June are two very strong women who go after what they want, and even when people are like, "Oh, I don't think you can do that," they're like, "You know what? Watch me."
Prove you wrong.
And I love that. I love playing those strong characters, and those women who, take no guff from anybody. Is that
right.
what you say? I feel like I sounded like my grandmother saying that. I just aged myself 40 years.
Take no guff.
Yeah, take no. I was going to say something else, but this is Hallmark, so I will be, kind. Jane and June are like, they are women who, if something needs to be handled, you want them on your team.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Now, not only are our characters strengthening their skills as investigators, but like we said, their relationship is also growing. So why don't you tell us a little bit more how each mystery brings them closer together?
Well, I think we touched on this a little bit before. I think trust is a really big thing where we're actually working and solving, and you're proving yourself every single time. What you do, what you say you're going to do, you actually do. So that doesn't happen too often these days.
I think John's pretty surprised by that. Yeah.
And I am pretty surprised. Yeah. And, even though you don't do things by the book, which I, really want you to, you still are like in sort of following legal procedure. There's a bit of a gray area there, I suppose.
Yeah, but I'm not a cop technically, so I can, if I need to be somebody else and pretend, then I can do that because I'm just Jane Da Silva.
You're just Jane Da Silva. And I think that's a great team. You can do what I can't do, and I guess I can do what you can't.
Which is pull off a sparkly dress. I'll say that. I mean, although you know what, I can't say that, Stephen. I've never seen you in one, so maybe.
No, you haven't. Yeah, you don't want to see me in sparkly dress.
The next mystery is we actually dress up as each other.
That might be interesting. Yeah, we'll switch roles. See how that goes.
Yes. Yeah. Jane goes undercover as Detective John. He's suddenly about 8 inches shorter, but it's fine. We'll be okay.
We'll pull it off. I know we can do it. Absolutely.
But yeah, they definitely start working their way closer together. I will say the Murder at Mosby one, we might see Detective John's jealous side a little bit.
Maybe he also has a past. Yes. Indeed. Everyone's got something back there.
Oh yeah.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. There's I think as we get deeper in the cases, our characters start to unravel a little bit more, and you get to see really what keeps us ticking, which is always exciting in a movie franchise like this that you don't get off, that you can't get in a one-off,
which is true.
This is really nice.
We get to build our relationship a little more, and there gets to be some of the push and pull, which, like you said, when you're doing maybe one movie, you don't necessarily get, but we get to kind of have fun and build that relationship a little bit more. It's great.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a nice arc to it. So I definitely have been enjoying shooting them. Is it my turn for another question, Jodie?
It is.
Okay. There are a lot of twists and turns. Our characters encounter, which each new mystery. Oh no, we just said that, didn't we?
No, we didn't. That was the one. You're right. You're correct.
That's the right. I'm doing it right.
You're doing it right.
I'm doing it right. Without giving away too much, do we each have a favorite case we enjoyed solving? We never actually talked about this.
Ooh, a favorite one we've enjoyed. I'm gonna say I really loved doing the Murder at Mosby, just because it was so fun and stylized with the Edgar Allan Poe festival that's going on and all. Like that one was really fun because we got to really play with like a theme. So and I, like I said, I may or may not be thrown into a trunk. So there was like some minor stunt work, on my behalf.
Thank you for that. I agree to that. I also like Deadly Prescription. There's something about being in a casino, a little James Bond moment for me. I just, I enjoyed gambling, and that's why
they say too much to lose.
Too much to lose. Yes, too much to lose. Oh, too much to lose. Yes, that's what we're talking about right now.
Oh, okay. The casino. You know what? We shot all of these at once, and by the end, it's true. By the end, you're like, wait, what are
You
we
were a
doing
casino
different
night.
than
Oh,
next
sorry.
week?
You were actually in a casino in that one, though, but in a different capacity. So, yes.
I
I think
was.
it's this one.
Have we been
Deadly
in multiple
Prescription.
casinos? Maybe we
I
have.
think so.
See,
There was something.
Jane's
There was
very
a few.
busy. Jane is very, very
Jane's
busy.
got a lot going on.
Well, as June and Detective John get closer to solving their cases, new challenges do start to arise. So, can we each give a clue that the viewers should be on the lookout for as they sleuth along while streaming all 3 movies?
Can we each give a clue the viewers should be on the lookout? So what kind of clues could we actually give away here?
I feel like it's not one that I'd give away specifically,
Mm-hmm.
but in Murder at Mosby,
Yes.
we find out some very important information in regards to the death of Jane's mom.
Mm-hmm. It's a very personal piece of
And then
information.
we don't necessarily touch on it in the next one because we will,
That's true. Yeah, it plants the seed.
We do. It plants the seed at Murder at Mosby, and we find out a little bit more. There's some flashbacks, but I think people are gonna see that little thread kind of cruising along.
Agreed. I think that's a nice little taste of what could possibly more storyline to come. We'll see what
Indeed.
happens.
Yeah,
Right?
I think there's gonna be there's gonna be a lot more to come about. How what has happened to Jane's mom and just how do we figure this out? So so we'll see. Steven, this has been so much fun. Now to wrap up our live chat, we have a rapid fire game of this or that, which is inspired by the Heiress and the Handyman and the Jane mysteries. So will you play really quick? It's super easy.
I'm gonna play. I'm playing with you for sure. Okay. Should I belt it out or are you belting it out?
Oh, we'll trade. I'll start. You go. Okay. All right. So, this or that, detective or singer?
Detective.
Singer. I guess it works out well that we're playing the right roles then.
We're doing it. Stakeout or interview suspects?
Interview suspects.
Stakeout
sounds really boring.
Okay, I like boring. I'm stakeout.
Oh, see, perfect. You handle that. I'll do the interview. Okay, now. Go undercover or be the first one at a crime scene?
Ooh, I think I know what you're going to say.
What?
Well, you're obviously undercover.
Actually, I was going to, if Jane, as Jane, yes.
Yeah.
As Jodie, I'd rather be the first one at a crime scene.
Got it. Okay. All right. Gotcha. I'm exactly flipped. So I'm the opposite. Yeah.
You'd rather go undercover?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, like I said, next time you get to wear the blonde wig. Next time.
I hope so.
There's plenty of them. All right, up next.
Apple pie or pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin pie.
Apple pie, definitely. Okay, look, we never have to share. This is great.
We are symbiotic, Steven.
Yes. Well, that's a better way to put it.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Last and final rapid fire. Stream a movie or a series? Which would you rather?
I would rather stream.
But a movie or a series?
Oh, sorry. I'd rather stream a movie. Sorry.
A movie? You have the attention span for a movie, but not for a series.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I feel that too, unless it's like a true crime documentary, then I will watch like a limited series. But I also struggle with paying attention to a full series.
It's nice just to kind of like recap the whole thing, just get it in there. You're satisfied. It's good. But yeah, if you want to binge, why not?
It's true. Some weekends you need a series, or in the case of the Jane mysteries, you could stream 3 movies by the end of the month because they're going to be coming out September 10th, September 18th, and September 26th.
You can do either or, which is great. You have the choice. You have the power.
Once you can watch when they come out, then watch them all again at the end. You can go back. You can watch the first. There's so many things that you can do. But we really hope that you guys have enjoyed doing this really fun live. Remember, you can watch all of the Jane mysteries on Hallmark Plus, the new streaming service. And on September 14th, that's this Saturday, the premiere of The Heiress and the Handyman with myself and Corey Sevier will be out on Hallmark, regular Hallmark channel. So
amazing.
you enjoy watching all 3 of our new Jane Mystery movies plus, and they're available to stream only on Hallmark Plus.
Only on Hallmark Plus. And when you're watching, just let us know and hashtag Jane Mysteries so we know what's going on, right? We'll follow you guys and re-hashtag and all those fun things.
Yeah, perfect. We love to follow along. All right.
Absolutely.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone.
Thanks, you guys.